my annual physical a couple of years ago, and my GP determined that I had some irregularity on my prostate during a digital rectal exam. So that very afternoon, I was shunted off to the urologist. The urologist confirmed that likelihood, and I was scheduled for a biopsy. And following the biopsy, I was rated for a Gleason of 6. And my PSA was ranging in the 4 to 5 range. So I looked at many different alternatives, one of which was recommended that I investigate was brachytherapy, and I spent an afternoon with a physician. I am with Kaiser up in Sacramento, and evaluated doing a volume study of the shape and size of my prostate. And it was determined that my prostate was too enlarged to adequately be treated with brachytherapy. So we talked about other alternatives. And with my wife present, we discussed significant issues of wanting to preserve as much possible sexual response in whatever decisions were made. So after a fairly lengthy time with this physician, Dr. Kevin Anderson, we mutually discussed the issues and came to a conclusion that at this point, given my biopsy results, given the alternatives that could be done, that active surveillance was really a very favorable choice at this point in time. So that's ongoing at this point, and periodically we reevaluate whether that is still the correct choice. And so far I've been very pleased and satisfied that for me at this point in time is the right choice. Over the last 2 years, my PSA, and I've been doing every 3-month PSAs, has been relatively stable in the 4 or 5 range. It hasn't been up and down in terms of spikes, but pretty level in that, which I take to be a relatively positive sign. Other than a normal physical, and I would like very much to look into the multi-parametric MRI and see if that would be a useful tool in lieu of another biopsy. Biopsies are not necessarily a very safe procedure, particularly through the rectum and the possibility of significant issues with respect to infections. So I would like to explore whether a multi-parametric MRI would be another step for monitoring my status as far as prostate cancer. My wife is very on top of nutrition and good healthy meals and healthy eating overall. So I haven't gone into using any particular supplements at all other than the medications that are prescribed by my doctor, a typical senior vitamin, and some Ocuvite for my macular degeneration. I am significantly involved in 2 prostate cancer support groups. I am only one of probably 2 that are on active surveillance. Most all the other individuals in that support group have been treated mostly by surgery and some by radiation.